It's another good day for Minecraft news. We have a new Java Edition snapshot, a new Bedrock beta, a brand new item and new features, and we have confirmation that 1.19.50 is coming soon for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So first things first, we have a new item in the game, the Piglin head. This thing is absolutely adorable, and if you power it, it's actually gonna have wobbly ears. This is the best feature that Minecraft has ever had, and I love it so much. I'm definitely gonna retexture this skull to be a pigman head though, because like, obviously, I need that wobbly ear. So you get the skull in the way that you would expect. You blow him up with a charged creeper, and he does not have a good time. So there you go. That's how you get the Piglin skull. Piglins can actually pick up the Piglin head, and then they can have two sets of ears. And they both, like, wobble back and forth. They're not synchronized or anything, but it's great. So as you see, Piglin turn into Pigmen when in the overworld. So you'll probably want to take your charge creeper to the Nether and do this. So the Piglin head does not save you from being attacked by Piglins. As you can see, they're still very angry at me, even though I'm clearly wearing one of their brother's heads. Uh-oh. It's a very precarious place to be. So you still gotta wear gold in the Nether if you want to be safe from the Piglins. Now, this might just be a missed opportunity, because if you wear like a creeper or other mob heads, that actually allows you to get closer to those mobs without them attacking you, which is a very little known feature, but that is not quite the case when it comes to the Piglin head and Piglins. On top of that, mob heads now actually have like a proper use in Minecraft. All of them now have an ambient sound that can be played when you put the mob head on top of a note block, except for the Steve head, which I think is a big missed opportunity. It doesn't make any sound at all. They should totally add a sound, even if it's only for creative users. So if you put a zombie or a creeper, skeleton, with a skeleton, piglin, or dragon head on top of a note block, you will get the related ambient noises. So obviously, these are all fantastic. These are going to be great for haunted houses, jump scares, pranks, and all kinds of things. And I think you could even probably turn this into a combination lock if you really felt like it. These mob head features will not be coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition until a future beta. We don't know when, but it's probably going to be next week or the week after that. There's also been a slight change to the top texture of the block of bamboo. I don't notice too much difference, but it is a nice texture, so I'm totally chill with it. So now you can pick and choose which slot the book in a chiseled bookshelf goes into simply by looking at that slot. So if you want it to be right there in the middle, or the lower left, the lower right, upper left, bottom middle, you can choose which exact slot. This is going to make things a lot nicer for decoration purposes. Mojang has been very kind in giving us this feature, and honestly, it is the best thing since chiseled bookshelves. Previously, the chiseled bookshelf always filled in from the upper left to the lower right, but that is no longer the case. You can fill this in whatever order you want. Java Edition has gotten another absolutely amazing command that hopefully we'll see added to Bedrock Edition, because this is just incredible. So there is a new command called fill biome, and this does exactly what you think, and it functions similar to a fill command. So we can pick two sets of coordinates, and then you simply select yourself a biome, and then bam, the biome has been changed. So if we look at the F3 screen, you can see that right now I am in a beach biome, and then if I walk into this little square, I'm in a snowy plains. And as you can see, it's actually snowing in this area. So we're going to be able to get snow in the desert because of this biome change. This is going to be great for so many different things. Absolutely wonderful, especially for flat world players and anyone who has a super flat. There's been a very specific change to mob spawning in the Nether, and this is going to have a massive effect on Nether-based mob farms for Java Edition and Bedrock Edition in a future update. So instead of skeletons, wither skeletons, and endermen being able to spawn in a light level of 11, they will only spawn in a light level of 7 or below. This means that skeletons, wither skeletons, and endermen can no longer spawn directly next to or inside of a nether portal. And Mojang specifically said in the change logs, this is intended to nerf certain portal-based mob farms. So they've done a lot of changes in the past to nerf our farms, but at least now they're being extremely transparent about it. So I guess A+ for transparency. Currently, this change is only on Java Edition, but it's absolutely going to come to Bedrock Edition unless it gets reverted due to community outrage. It's not like there isn't a huge amount of fire, lava, and shroom lights in the Nether that also prevent these mobs from spawning. So, you know, that's a thing. It's not just mob farms that this affects, it affects the entire Nether gameplay. And moving over to Bedrock, we have beta 1.19.50.25. This is an absolutely tiny beta with only like 5 little changes in it. There has been a couple of changes to the mobile controls though, so when you are in a raft using classic controls, the trivial joystick has been removed. I don't know what that is, but we're going with it. And also, the new touch controls are now enabled by default. So a few weeks ago, they added a new touch control scheme, and that is now turned on by default. So if you're still using the old system of touch controls, it's probably about time that you switch over to the new one and get used to it, because the new one is here to stay, and that's what they're going to be focusing on going forward. Now, I'm kind of hoping, and this is speculation, that with a new touch control layout and scheme, this is opening up the door for offhand and bundles to finally come to Bedrock Edition. We all know that mobile is kind of the one that's holding us back on a lot of these different features, simply because the control layout is very limited. All you guys like a little touch screen. So Mojang is hopefully trying to find a solution to finally give us offhand on Bedrock Edition. We also know that 1.19.50 is winding down development and that they're not doing too much more with it, so I'm assuming that we're going to be getting 1.19.50 released as a proper Bedrock Edition update, probably in the next couple of weeks, maybe even next week, because these have been very, very small betas for Bedrock recently. There really hasn't been much to talk about, and that's why I haven't been making videos on the recent betas. They're just absolutely tiny. And that's about all the news there is this week for Java and Bedrock Edition. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like as it helps out the video and the channel a ton. If you're new here, then consider subscribing for more Minecraft news and updates. And otherwise, I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one. And then there were wiggly ears.